Good morning, guys. Hello. On. So, good morning, guys. How's everybody feeling now? Good, bad. Come on. Preparation कैसी हो सकती है? Yeah. So, preparation तब कैसी हुई है? How was your experience preparing for it in the last 5 days ish? Somebody can speak. Come on. Raise your hand and speak. Good. So template and everything was fine. कुछ clear था, doubt था कुछ. So we plan to start around 10:45, 11. So we have 4 judges, 2 from the industry and 2 from the university. So 2 of them will be arriving in some time. So we'll wait for them to come. Then we'll make our program. Okay. 2 of them will come directly for the pitching competition. That is after lunch. So programming right now will be that we will have an introduction session. We will have 2 judges speak to everybody about their experience. They have about 30 years of experience in industrial design. After that, we will split for lunch, come back by 12:45. Okay. The pitching will happen in 2 batches. So we will share the batches around lunchtime, and the other batch. So 2 batches, right? So batch 1 will come first. The second batch will not have to come until that time allotted. Okay. So total pitching will take around 3 hours. Since it's around 35 teams, and ideally, please stick to the timing. 5 minutes we've told that 2 minutes presentation and 3 minutes question and answer. So 5 minutes total. Please stick to that timing because we have to end the program before 5 o'clock. Okay? Permission उसके आगे नहीं मिलती. So please stick to the timing. Anybody wants to speak? Share anything? Any experience that they have? Any expectations that they have from the event? Any expectations? मिलेगा, definitely मिलेगा. Don't worry. Prepared है सब कुछ. मिल जाएगी. Don't worry. मिल जाएगी, मिल जाएगी. Don't worry. 70 plus है वैसे भी. They won't say anything. They won't say anything. No, not right now. No. Introduction है उनका पहले से. है ना इसमें? क्या? Okay, so you guys will be wondering ना कि लोग इतने ज़्यादा है, हॉल छोटा क्यों है? तो सेम क्या हुआ था कि we tried every single hall throughout the university, right from mechanical department to film arts, but permissions किसके मिले नहीं हमें. Turns out कि अक्टूबर महीने में सारे halls booked रहते हैं, be it Einstein आर्यभट्टा, it's been booked completely till we don't know how long now. उसके बाद we checked CSC seminar hall. They happen to have an event exactly in these 3 days. So our first date was 1st October, right? उसके बाद 3rd हो गया, उसके बाद 5th हो गया. क्यों हुआ वो? First को the seminar hall wasn't free due to some event. 3rd, 4th and 5th they have some kind of workshop over there. It happened to be in these days only. Then in the chemical department, nobody knows who owns that hall. We went to 3 different HODs. We went to IBT, we went to chemical, we went to mechanical. Nobody knows who owns that hall. बोल रहे थे कि common shared hall है. Permission किससे ले? कुछ पता नहीं. And वहाँ पे around सारे labs थे. So we could not help with that also. फिर film arts में Vinova hall है, right? Seating capacity around 150 people. That was deemed to be too big ticket for this event. Okay. So what we aim from this event is कि before the next event, so our next event, I'll tell in brief right now, it's going to be like a short workshop, okay, in which faculty from IIT Bombay will be coming to speak to you guys, okay. They will conduct a couple days of workshop, I think. So by then, we want to build enough credibility कि okay, हमारा participation है लोगों का, interest है लोगों का, so that we can get principal sir to sanction us for stuff like snacks, stuff like a bigger hall and a better sound system, right? So that's why, like I told you guys in the first event also, many of you weren't there, but first event में क्या बोला था कि the E-cell will thrive because of your guys' participation only, and turnout बहुत अच्छा हुआ इस बार. We hoped that minimum 20 team आएंगे, right? Criteria था हमारे लिए कि 20 team आने चाहिए, उसके आगे we'll progress in the next step of the challenge, right? But हम इतने शॉक हो गए थे कि हॉल की कैपेसिटी है 80, 20 टीम्स आ गए, we already had 90 people. उसके आगे it still kept going and we extended the registration date by what, 1.5 day. So but यूनिक चैलेंज क्या आया हमारे लिए कि वी हैड टू स्टॉप द रजिस्ट्रेशंस, क्योंकि अगर लोग भी आ गए वी कुड नॉट हाउस देम. तो दैट्स द बिगेस्ट चैलेंज दैट वी वांट टू शो यू गाइस कि परमिशंस जो भी रहे जल्दी लेके रखो. एंड इवन इन फर्स्ट ईयर, राइट, डोंट वेट फॉर एनीबॉडी टू डू स्टफ फॉर यू. खुद से चीज़ें चालू कर दो करना, राइट? बी एनी क्लब यू वांट, राइट? कुछ रोबोटिक्स रहा, कुछ आई डोंट नो क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग रहा, स्टार्ट एनी क्लब्स यू वांट, अप्रोच फैकल्टीज, एचओडीज, सपोर्ट मिल जाएगा. बस अप्रोच करो विथ अ गुड प्लान. ओके, प्लान रहना चाहिए. सो या इट्स अराउंड 10:35 राइट नाउ. we'll start in 15-20 minutes. Okay, so I hope you guys are excited. You guys can talk about yourself a bit.
Hello, hello. Friends, there's an update. Judges will be here in 15 minutes. So keep preparing for your PPTs and everything. They'll be there in 15 minutes. Judges will be here in 15 minutes. Hello, check. Hello, check. Hello. Hello, mic check. Hello, mic check. Hello. 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 हेलो 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 गेस्ट कैंपस में आ गए हैं, सो वो एक 5 मिनट में आ जाएंगे इधर. ओके क्या होगा उसका? चलो अगर नहीं हुआ बस माइक लेके बोलो कुछ टेंशन नहीं. हेलो चेक.
माइक चेक कर ज्वेल फोन पे.
हेलो चेक. हेलो चेक.
और जोर से बोलो, और जोर से.
हेलो
चलेगा. श्रद्धा और श्योर माइक के एकदम पास जाके मीडियम लेवल जोर से बोलो. नॉर्मल वॉइस से थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा स्लो है इसलिए.
ये माइक तेरे पास. एक माइक इधर रखो. एक माइक जो जिसके पास है.
वॉइस यहाँ है. हाँ
यहाँ पे मैंने एक पेन की कैप पे
पानी आ गया क्या? पानी हेलो। तो गेस्ट को आने को एक 15 मिनट है अनफॉर्चुनेटली, पर तब तक वी हैव सम बिहाइंड द सीन्स, लाइक सिंस द पास्ट 8 डेज हम इस पे काम कर रहे थे, एंड उस पर जो अलग अलग एक्सपीरियंसेस मिले कॉलेज के कैंपस के, रात के 8 साढ़े 8 बजे तक बैठना एंड वो एम्बियंस कैसा होता है, वी हैव सम बिहाइंड द सीन वीडियोस फॉर यू, तब तक आप देख सकते। ये बेसिकली वो पैसेज है जहाँ पार्किंग से हम आते हैं फ्रॉम द कैनॉट साइड एंड ये यूनिवर्सिटी गेट के पास समथिंग।
यप, सो ये हमारे कॉलेज के जस्ट बाहर का एरिया है। समहाउ यहाँ पे बिल्कुल लाइट्स नहीं है, लिटरली मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि लाइक अभी कोई साड़ी में औरत बाहर आएगी। सो यप, सो काफ़ी स्केरी एक्सपीरियंसेस।
ये कैंपस का एरिया है।
So this is the red stairs where we sat for like 6 hours. This is the red stairs where we sat for like 6 hours around. And मैं ही वीडियो रिकॉर्ड करा था, so and for some reason constantly यहाँ पे भी एक constant creepy feeling आई थी कि that someone is watching us. So kind of scary but मजा आया.
एंड जस्ट इमेजिन वो एक्सपीरियंस, कैंपस में कोई भी नहीं है इंक्लूडिंग नॉन टीचिंग स्टाफ एंड टीचिंग स्टाफ।
Even those watchmen जो like at the end चेक करने जाते कि सब बंद है दरवाजे, वो भी निकल चुके थे तब हम लोग रुके थे। I mean जो TEDx में उनके लिए कोई नई बात नहीं है, बट या
एंड ईसेल का जो हेडक्वार्टर्स या जो भी हमारा वर्क स्टेशन है वो रेड स्टेयर्स है बाय द वे। अभी तक कोई क्लासरूम अलॉट नहीं हुई हमें, सो जो भी काम करते थे उधर ही करते थे। दो ही है क्या?
that's it.
कुछ और बोलो, और कुछ था बिहाइंड द सीन्स का। निर्भय वाला जोक बोलते हैं, बोल दे। टेटेक्स वाला मत बोल। नहीं टेटेक्स वाला कुछ ईसेल में क्या हुआ है? यूरेका के बारे में कुछ था, कुछ पूछा क्या था?
थोड़ा सा इंगेज करना था ऑडियंस को, क्योंकि सब बोर हो रहे हैं।
वही ना, वही तो
बोलो
आगे
कुछ। आगे आगे
आगे क्या आ रहे हैं? ओके, सो जजेस आ रहे हैं कॉरिडोर में। सो फ्रेंड्स प्लीज सेटल डाउन प्रॉपर्ली। एक्सक्यूज मी, आप थोड़ा सा सरक सकते हो क्योंकि कैमरा में वो आप देखेंगे इसलिए। थैंक्स। जस्ट फॉर अ ब्रीफ इंट्रो, जो जजेस आने वाले हैं ना, दे आर हाईली दे हैव गुड एक्सपीरियंस इन इंडस्ट्री, मोर देन 30 years ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस, सो दिस इज अ गुड अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर यू टू नेटवर्क ऑल्सो विद देम, सो टेक दिस अपॉर्चुनिटी। हम डिटेल इंट्रोडक्शन देंगे क्या क्या अचीवमेंट्स हैं उनके वंस दे कम। सो एक बार जजेस आने के बाद प्लीज एवरीवन स्टैंड अप टू वेलकम देम। ओके, everyone please stand up. Sir please. Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and aspiring entrepreneurs, a very good morning to one and all. On behalf of Entrepreneurship Cell JNEC, it is an absolute honor to welcome you to the Eureka Business Model Pitching Competition. This is a platform where ideas become reality and innovation meets opportunity. Today, we are about to witness not just a competition, but the convergence of creativity, strategy, and entrepreneurship. This event brings together bright minds who will showcase their business ideas in front of a distinguished panel of judges, experts, and of course, you, the audience. We are privileged to have you all here to celebrate the power of innovation and the potential to turn dreams into successful ventures. As the renowned entrepreneur and the founder of LinkedIn, Reid Hoffman, once said, an entrepreneur is someone who jumps off a cliff and builds a plane on the way down. Today, we gather not merely for a competition, but for a celebration of such courage, innovation, and entrepreneurial spirit that drives progress.
Before we begin, allow me to provide a brief overview of today's proceedings. So, over the next 4 hours, we are going to have 35 selected teams which will present their ideas. 2 minutes will be presentation with their ideas, and for the third minute, the Q&A session with our esteemed guest. The participants will be evaluated on the several key parameters: innovation, feasibility, market potential, scalability, and financial sustainability. However, beyond these matrices, we are keen to see the passion that drive each entrepreneur bring to the table, a passion that transforms ideas into reality and shape the future of business. At the conclusion of today's event, we will announce the winning team which will be awarded with the prizes. Yet, I would like to emphasize that every participant stands to gain immensely through the experience, feedback, and networking opportunities we are gaining here today.
So as we all know, we have an esteemed panel of judges. We'll just start with the introduction of each. So our first judge is Mr. Indrajit Suresh Shah, a renowned entrepreneur and automation expert with a degree in instrumentation engineering. Mr. Shah has over 3 decades of experience in the automation industry. As a director and CEO of Electromate's Robotics and Automation Private Limited, he has pioneered innovations in the process of automation and manufacturing systems. A first-generation entrepreneur, Mr. Shah has founded multiple successful ventures and has been instrumental in establishing the first Mitsubishi system house in the Marathwada, Vidarbha, and Khandesh regions. Dedicated to knowledge and sharing, Mr. Shah has trained over 800 students and professionals in PLC programming and serves as a project guide and guest lecturer at various institutions. An active community leader, Mr. Shah has held key positions in Interact, Rotaract, Red Cross, and Lions Club, and is a member of several industry associations. Nextly, we have our next guest, that is Mr. Bhumesh Shah, an accomplished manufacturing engineer and automation expert with 32 plus years of experience in the automobile industry. As a seasoned professional, Mr. Bhumesh has spent 27 years at Bajaj Auto Limited, developed world-class manufacturing processes, led automation solutions at Logimates Automation LLP since 2018. Sales expertise vary in three-wheeler engines, diesel engine testing, and assembly process planning, material handling, budget planning and negotiations, quality management systems, and lean manufacturing. His achievements stand as saved over Rs 35 lakhs annually through indigenous solutions, increased engine testing, output by 128%, implemented central Poca UK system for 3 assembly lines. So I would just like everyone to please give a huge round of applause for this esteemed panel of judges. I would like to request Mrs. Aarti to please felicitate Mr. Indrajit Shah. Sir, please. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to request Mrs. Pratibha to please felicitate Mr. Bhumesh Shah. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. So we'll proceed with our planned schedule. So next we will just move on with the guest sessions. So I would like, sir, if you can just start with your guest session. You can just use. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Right. So really happy to see that there's such a big gathering here of the wanting to be entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs. Now, like what he had said, something was very important: creativity and entrepreneurship. Entrepreneur has to be creative. He either has a creative idea or a creative product. Entrepreneurship necessarily does not mean you should have a product. It could be an idea. Like you all see what Zomato, Ola, it was not a product. It was a solution. Right? Creativity comes with an open mind and a curious mind. What you need to do is keep your mind open and keep on looking at the changing aspects of the society, because the speed of change is very high these days. That is most important, because the needs what my parents had, what I have and what my next generation has is shifting. Especially with your generation, the needs of changing by the hour. Understanding that need, feeling that change, and have an idea that is going to be required 2 years or later, 3 years later on. Hold on to that idea. Winning is not everything about this competition. Maybe as you listen to others, you may get a lot many new ideas that would help you improve your idea or tweak that idea. Again I repeat, winning is not everything. You should not give up your idea. Keep on shifting it, turning it as per the flow goes. Or maybe then you have to be like a knife, penetrate through the society and the culture to create something new and make people aware, yes, you need this. My grandfather never was very keen on mobiles, but today we can't live without it. Somebody persisted with that idea and we are now in a very different world with communication at your fingertips. That is the way every one of you should look at the whole process, and I wish you all the best for the today's presentations.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hello. Are you able to listen me? Hello. Hello. Now, am I clear? Okay. Should I call you students or should I call you entrepreneurs? What do you think? What you would like to be called as? Right. So everyone wants to be, but I'll say an entrepreneur has to be a good student first. Why I call a student can be an entrepreneur? Because what I mean by a student is a person who has every time just thinking why, what, how, when. Like he very rightly said, very curious mind. And so it's like this. What I have learned from my mentors or my seniors or anyone in this total life or this thing, you have 5 things to be very clearly fixed in your minds. First, always ask a right question. If you ask a right question, you get a right answer. Question matters. And how that question comes? It comes by very good observer. Whenever you move out, go here or go there, just keep your 5 senses very open. I mean 5 senses. What happens is, whenever we move, we are so casual. We just overlook the things. And we take it for granted, has to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen this way only. Just start asking right questions to that. And that is where creativity starts. When you are good observer, good this thing, the ideas automatically come out. और वो ऐसा होता है कि you don't know, your subconscious mind is very strong. Because these questions are there already registered in your mind, and you may experience or you must have experienced. कभी कभी कुछ प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व नहीं होता है, छोड़ देते, बाद में एकदम खट करके ध्यान में आता है. क्यों? यू आर नॉट थिंकिंग ऑफ दैट टाइम, बट इट हैपन्स. So you have to train your brain in that fashion. And what the best part of engineering does is, it trains your mind to do the things logically. आज ऐसा नहीं होता कि मैकेनिकल वाला इलेक्ट्रिकल नहीं कर सकता है. क्यों कर सकता है वो ट्रेन हुआ है यार, ये ऐसा होता है तो ये ऐसा होता है, ये ऐसा हुआ तो ऐसा होना है, और ये समझने लग गया तो कुछ भी समझ सकता है आदमी. And when you are a good observer, automatically ideas come out. Then you start reasoning it. When you start reasoning it, you get a better understanding. When you have a better understanding, you do better analysis. And when you do better analysis, things turn out to be like each pieces fall in places. And that idea becomes an innovation. Creative is idea, innovation is to do that idea. And when you have all this thing in your background and all this backup is with you, what happens? You are able to convince to any one of the person sitting in front of you, because you are equipped to do that. And when you are equipped to do that, you can sell your ideas, you can be an entrepreneur. That's what it is. It's very simple, very common sense. But it is said common sense is not common. Right? It's very simple. Go every day, just move out, read something, you find something is, अरे ये ऐसा क्यों बोल रहा है, ये ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है. Just train yourself this way. And the best part for you all is that you have got this opportunities to do such type of things. Yes, competition is there, but competition is, this is an opportunity. Winning, losing is secondary. Primary is that I've got into that way of thinking, way of doing things. Second thing, when you do all these things, you have people doing also with you. And when you see people around you, you learn very good things. And it's fantastic way to learn. Experience to learn. So what I say, just this competition, once you have participated, you have already won. You have won. And whatever failures are there, it is rightly said, failures are always the stepping stones. It makes you learn, it makes you understand. अरे भाई ये ऐसा गलती होता है. अगली बार जब आदमी करता है ना, ऑटोमेटिकली वो कर ही नहीं सकता है. जो इंटेलिजेंट है, तो इंटेलिजेंट का एक ही डेफिनेशन होता है, वन शुड नॉट रिपीट द मिस्टेक्स. जो गलती कर रहा है वो इंटेलिजेंट नहीं है, ऐसा नहीं मतलब होता है. और गलती तभी करता है आदमी जब जो कुछ करता है वो. सो आई विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट, and not for this competition also, just throughout your life, just do all this thing and succeed. Be very much convinced with your ideas, and once you are convinced with the ideas, you can immediately see that you can convince others. Okay, all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your inspiring words, all of it. Now I would like to request Mrs. Aarti Salonke to please speak, our faculty coordinator for ESEL.
Thank you. It was really a motivation from you, sir. And I think being yourself, sticking to your ideas, and making sure that how your ideas can be implemented into reality. I'll just give you a few insights regarding this. There are many government sectors which are ready to give you finance. First thing that comes in your mind is money. From where I should get the money? So there are many good government organization, even in the private sector also, people are ready to invest money in many of the startups. But people are not having idea how that startup can be put, or how that idea can be disclosed in front of them, so that they will be convinced to invest in your ideas. Okay. There are many concepts, like have you heard about Kaizen? Yes? 5S? So there are many things which are already being in the, not in curriculum, but there are books, there are some good resources for this. If you start implementing in your day-to-day life, implementing in your projects, implementing it for your studies also, as you are the student, so you start implementing these concepts in your studies, you will find gradually a small change will take you to a larger difference in your result, in projects, in startups, in academics, wherever you go. But that attitude has to be developed. Like you should having that attitude, you know, I will invest my all time in improving myself, improving my friends, improving my team, right? Improving my family members, improving my society. See, this small change will take you to the larger. So you individually will not grow. As a nation, will start growing. See, there are a lot of opportunities are upcoming, and I wish there are many ideas. We will listen today from you all, and we think that this will be a very interesting session for you also, as well as for us as a judge, right? Thank you so much.
Do you guys have any questions for the judges? They have a lot of experience, so I'm sure they can answer any queries you have. So please raise your hands. I'll hand you the mic and ask the questions. Feel free to, yeah.
Hello. Good morning, sir. So my question is, what is it like to be in an entrepreneurship mindset? Like coming into entrepreneurship from, as speaking from myself, I was thinking to go only engineer in the mainstream line, but now as I'm present over here, I'm also thinking for entrepreneurship. So how is the mindset like in entrepreneurship when you come into entrepreneurship? Exactly.
The basic thing is don't give up. You can change your idea, but don't give up. That is the most important thing, and as he had rightly said, you have to be observant. So persistence and flexibility are both most important criteria as far as my experience goes.
I'll share you one experience of my friend. My friend, I'll name him, is Rajiv Jain, who is right now in Mumbai. He was gold medalist in ENT. Then he did his MTech from IIT. And after 5-6 years, I met him on a platform, local platform. I said, Raju, what are you doing here? अरे उमेश कुछ नहीं यार, इधर ही अपना धंधा है. मैं बोला क्या? I was surprised, like what? तो ले तेरे को जितने स्टॉल्स दिख रहे हैं ना ये सब, वो मेरे हैं. What stalls? All tea stalls, वड़ा stalls, ये जो stalls रहते सांता क्रूज अभी भी है उसके वहाँ पे. बोला पढ़ा काहे के लिए फिर तू यार? अरे बोले पढ़ाई यानी क्या मतलब होता है? बोले पढ़ाई का मतलब यहाँ पे इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं किया मैंने. बोला इधर क्या इम्प्लीमेंट किया? ही टुक मी टू दैट स्टॉल. बोले ये देख, ये आदमी है ना, ये बूढ़ा आदमी जो है वड़ा बना रहा, वो उसका खा वड़ा. ये मेरे साथ 15 साल से काम कर रहा है. बाद में सामने के उधर लेके गया, बोले ये स्वीपर था यहाँ पे, 17-18 साल का बच्चा होगा, कल परसों ही लगाया, इसका बड़ा टेस्ट कर। मैंने बड़ा टेस्ट किया तो बोले क्या क्या देखा, बोला दोनों सेम है। तो बोले क्या फ़र्क हुआ, ये अभी का है ये अभी का है, क्या किया क्या, बोले सिस्टम्स लगाए, पूरा उसका मिक्सिंग प्रोसीजर उसने ऑटोमेटिक कर लिया था। बोले इसको इंजीनियरिंग लगता है। जो तुम्हारा सवाल है कि मैं तुम्हारे ये फील्ड में रहा तो मैं इंजीनियरिंग में जाना चाहिए क्या, नहीं, एवरीवेयर इज इंजीनियरिंग, इट्स ओनली अ थिंकिंग सेट। बाद में उसने मेरे को वाटर की बॉटल पिलाई, पानी की, बोले ये बॉटल है ना मैं बनाता हूँ। बोला बनाता हूँ यानी बिस्लरी का प्लांट है अपना यार। वो लेके गया मुझे, ये रूम का 1/4 होगा, ही वॉज प्रोड्यूसिंग 500 बॉटल्स पर डे, और बोले मेरा ही स्टॉल से वहीं बेचे जाती। यू गॉट मी, आई वॉन्टेड टू रिलेट योर क्वेश्चन विद एन एग्जाम्पल ओवर हियर, दैट इज वॉट यू वॉन्टेड टू अंडरस्टैंड।
Yes, sir.
ओके, थैंक यू।
Thank you, sir.
Any others? Feel free to ask. There are no barriers as such.
Hello, sir. Sir, how did you get the motivation to start the startup?
मोटिवेशन एज सच क्या होता है, व्हाट यू डिफाइन मोटिवेशन एज?
Means how did you get the idea for that? Okay, I want to go in that field, or means not to go for the job like other people's do.
हाँ,
As far as I was concerned, it was my dream as a child that I wanted to get into business. Being a first generation, but even when I took up my job, I didn't go for the bigger names. I took a very small scale industry which barely covered my traveling expenses, but gave me a huge opportunity to learn everything. That was one way of getting into it. Right? Bhumesh has a different story, so he'll narrate his.
when I was in engineering, I always had a dream that I have to work with an automobile company only. So, fortunately, I was been selected by Bajaj Auto, and I went into Bajaj Auto. और वहाँ पे क्या हुआ, क्या there are various departments like paint shop, assemblies, ये वो, तो then I started, ये हो गया ये सीखना, ये हो गया ये सीखना, सब सीखने के बाद मेरे को लगा यार क्या करना है अभी. Then I started, हम क्यों खुद का कुछ नहीं बना सकते, जो मैं यहाँ पे कुछ कर नहीं पा रहा हूँ, because there are some policies, there are some constraints, there are some freedom restrictions, वो कब कर सकता हूँ, मैं खुद का खुद ओनर रहा तो, और वो जब मेरे को फील हुआ कि ये मेरे को करना है, आई जस्ट मूव आउट. एंड वो ऐसा हुआ कि फिर हाँ ये कर सकता हूँ, अरे बाद इसके ये कर सकता हूँ, उसके बाद ये कर सकता हूँ. सो नाउ आई ओपन. First of all, I was only working with automobile industries. Now I am working with all the industries. So this is how it gives you, क्या भाई अरे ये किया, ये करना है. And one thing is that क्या कभी भी anything, whatever you do, you should enjoy it. Your work, it is very well said. Your play should be work, so work is always a play. और खेलने समय कोई आदमी थकता है क्या, मज़ा आता है उसको और खेलना रहता है. तो यही है, जो मज़ा आए वो करो. और ये भी होता है जैसा अभी आपको एग्जांपल दिया, वो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स पीएचडी ये सब कुछ करके वो पूरा फील ही अलग कर दिया, पर वहाँ पे भी इंजीनियरिंग किया ना उसने. तो जो पढ़ा है वो कभी वेस्ट नहीं होता है. वो एक यही रहता है तुमको कि बेसिक्स रहता है तुमको आगे लेके जाने के लिए. होप आई हैव आंसर्ड.
Thank you, sir.
I'll just share my story shortly that may be relevant to most of you. Like it was clear I wanted to get into that, so I took a job that was small. I started with some of my own products in automation because that was my field. Trend in the market at that time was electronic chokes. Somebody gave me a challenge, I developed the choke, it went on for time. Opportunity brought me from Bombay to Aurangabad. But here with my partners were on the mechanical side, so we were dealing more with mechanical products, not my products. But since automation was my dream, I kept on hunting for products and solutions in automation. Got into the field. Again, repeat, my field was instrumentation. Bajaj pulled me into mechanical. They said, we are doing instrumentation, you are doing pneumatics, why mechanical with somebody else? So it was an opportunity which we felt. We got into mechanical, we started manufacturing mechanical systems, we got up to machines. Somewhere down the line we got into PLCs. So opportunities and your style of work can change, but the whole goal was automation. That we didn't deviate, but we changed with the times. Today we are now talking more of IoTs, e-factories, traceability. So we are moving up one more layer of above automation. So we have to adapt. And second question is when to start. You have a very good example of KFC, which started at that person after crossing 70. That was a business, it was a worldwide business. So there is no age, there is no time. It's your commitment and your passion. And as he rightly said, that you should enjoy what you're doing. That is most important. Never try to fit into a square block if you are round. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Let's take one more question.
Good morning, sir. My question to you is, most of us here have an upcoming startup idea, and there are a lot of other ideas available in the market, and most of them are by big brands, and they already have a name and fame to it. So can you give us any tips so that we can stand out in the saturated market?
This I'll again give a very good example. When Maruti came in, there was already Fiat, that is Premier, Standard Gazelle existing. So there were established car players who were on the waiting for years. When TVS, Honda came in, Bajaj was a very big player with practically no competition, but they came in, right? When Samsung came in, Nokia, Motorola were big names. There were mobiles. What you have to understand, or that young boy from Ghatkopar, he was I think hardly 14 or 16. He found a difficulty in getting something which he had forgotten in Andheri, and that he needed that key urgently. Today he is a unicorn. What he had done, there were courier service established, multinationals. What he did is he got a brilliant idea, tie up with the dabbawalas. It's a courier service, very low cost. Today he is I think more than 300 crore plus business, right? So don't be afraid of somebody existing in the market. When Edison discovered the bulb, candles were still running, na? So there was a source of light. You have to be able to distinguish yourself and give some extra value, something which people are not getting from the present services.
You have to have your separate USP for it.
Identify the pain areas. So whenever you are doing any new idea, do a pain point analysis of the market. What is it that is missing? What is it I can give a little more? Right? Zomato coming in, everybody was eating in hotels. The pain point was I get tired going and waiting in the queues. So if I'm getting the same food on my doorstep and much more value, why not do it?
I'll give you a very simple and very easy example. पानी पूरी खाते ना रोज, बराबर है? आज पानी पूरी कुछ लोग क्यों नहीं खाते? हाइजीन, वो किसने एनकैश किया उसको? नम्रता वाले ने इनकैश किया। और आज वो क्या कर रहा है? जो 50 पानीपुरी वाला बेचता है ना, वो अकेला बेचता है उधर। क्या था, कंपटीशन कितना था, उसका ओवरहेड्स क्या था, पर एक ब्रांड है, हाइजीन है, आ गया। सो इट्स सो सिंपल, यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट कि ये भाई ये 20% लोग ले रहे हैं और 30% ये नहीं ले रहे, तो उसकी वजह क्या है, और ये वजह मैं कैसे निकाल सकता हूँ मेरे इसमें डाल के। सो यू दैट वैल्यू फॉर दैट मनी।
Sir, how do you manage your academics while doing on the work on the startup?
Good, very good question. Again, same answer. If you have a commitment and a passion, you will find time. Academics definitely is important, but not essentially required. Academics will give you, as he had said, Bhumesh has said, it gives you very good logical thinking. For an untrained mind, academics is required. But if you have a natural flair of things and grasp of the market, you can do it. But since you are a student and you really are passionate about developing something, you will burn midnight candles. Because hard work is one of the major keys. I'll not say is the only key, but hard work is one of the major keys to succeed. I really, that is the way you have to manage it.
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल एक क्या है मालूम है, अपना सबसे बड़ा गलती क्या है, पहले ही बोलते टाइम ही नहीं है यार, पढ़ू कैसे मैं। ये मैंने मेरे बॉसेस से सीखा है। जो मेरे जितने सीनियर्स थे ना, वो क्या बोलते थे, हम उनको बोले सर तुमको टाइम कभी गया, बैठा हूँ, खाली हूँ, मेरे पास कुछ काम ही नहीं है। और ये मैंने एक्सपीरियंस किया है कि जिस दिन तुम ये बोलना शुरू करते हो खुद को कि टाइम ही टाइम है मेरे पास, यू गेट इनफ टाइम टू डू थिंग्स। ऐसा होता ही नहीं है कि नहीं है टाइम। एक खाली वो माइंड ब्लॉक है, वो माइंड ब्लॉक जिस दिन निकला उस दिन तुम फ्री हो गए।
If you understand Marathi, when I was a kid, there used to be a program on the television called Jnandeep. I don't know from that generation is aware of that Doordarshan Jamana. In that, there's one sentence that is etched on my mind. वेळ मिळत नसतो, वेळ काढावा लागतो. Get it?
I think time is same for everyone. Yes. So how do you manage is the key challenge. Everyone has 24 hours continuously running. But out of that, even in your scores also, you will find in your grade sheets, some are topper, I don't know how is your rank in between. So you have to make sure that what is my level in class, in society, in family or wherever. Once you start finding time, quality time, generally we say that. So the meaning you know already. So I think time is same for everyone, but how you invest in time will give you better results in your life. Okay? Thank you.
One more tip, like which again comes from experience. As an entrepreneur, if you feel you are the god and everything that has to be done will be done by you alone, you will never succeed. Even in your academics, if you have an idea, it's best you share the idea, form a team, learn to get the work done as per your idea. Suppose there is, you have decided to create a particular product and there's a huge amount of mechanical design. Your core strength may be electronics. So don't put your brains too much in doing the mechanical design, get somebody to help. and offload that time. You put your main time in what is the core idea. Got it? If there is a lot of coding involved and you are good in circuits, you work on the circuit, let somebody else do the coding. That is how you will multiply the output per unit of time. More people working with you, working for you. And this, as an entrepreneur, that is the biggest pitfall that any entrepreneur faces, is he tries to do everything. मेरी idea है यार, क्यों लोगों को बताऊं? तुम्हारी आइडिया है, तुमने बहुत अच्छा बॉटल बनाया है, इसका अच्छा डाई बनाया है, तो तुम अकेले बैठ के 500 ही बनाओगे, स्केल अप नहीं करना पाओगे. एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप and especially startups, 80% startups fail because they don't have a scale up plan. If you want to succeed, and end of the day, every business is done for money. Profit is not a dirty word. That is the essence of business. If you make more profit, the more useful you will be to the society, more employment you will be creating, and you will have more free time to develop something better because you are a creative mind. तो ये चीज एक पिटफॉल है जो अभी ये सब डिस्कशन के बाद which I felt I should be really sharing with you. Create a team, groom a team, have an idea how my product will multiply and how will I multiply my products. Two different things. आज एक प्रोडक्ट लेके आओ, कल 10 प्रोडक्ट लेके आओ. Reliance is a very good example. Started with what? Trading of polyester. Today name any field they are there, Tatas. But first establish one idea, start making money out of that idea, and then use the profit. And second thing is, don't be in a hurry to take out the profit from your business. Keeping on reinvesting, gestation period 3 years, 2 years is essential. Zomato is still making the loss but highly valued company in the market, right? That's what I'd like to say. Thank you.
And sharing knowledge is always multiplying knowledge.
Okay, so we had a very good session where you guys asked questions. 3 points that sirs emphasized on were having a unique idea, managing your time very well, and also working in a team, right? Your team composition matters a lot. So these are the 3 main takeaways you could take from here right now. So now our plan going ahead is that we will split for lunch right now, but after lunch, we will conduct the pitching competition in 2 batches, okay? So we will share, keep an eye out on the community. We will share batch number 1 first. And once we think that there will be enough area for everybody to sit over here, we will call in batch number 2 as well, as soon as we can. And a point to be noted that we have 2 more judges coming in. So it will be a panel of 4 judges. Sirs being from an industrial design perspective, and the other 2 being from more of a management and business perspective. So I hope you guys are excited. Let's make this a good event. You guys are free to leave now. Guys, please leave orderly in a line. Don't make chaos outside. Class is chalu hai. Guys, lunch break will be until 12:45. Just telling you guys.